everyone, welcome back to another episode where I talk about my favorite movies. This week I'm going to talk about the movie Good Will Hunting. Good Will Hunting is another one of the feel-good movies on this list, and it's one that it took me a while to see it. I just watched it for the first time in the last 5 years. I think I was still in college when I first watched it, and it's one of those I heard talked about a lot, especially once I started studying film in school. It took a while to check it out, but it's, like I said, it's a feel-good movie, and it is the movie that won Matt Damon and Ben Affleck Oscars for screenwriting, and it's one of the best written films, in my honest opinion. It's one of the best written films on this list, and it's one of my favorites for a bunch of different reasons. Just looking at the story in of itself, it's about a guy who lives, I think, in the Boston area, and he's a genius level dude, but he chooses to, instead of using his high level of intelligence to be some scientist or something like that, he chooses to work in construction with his buddies that he grew up with, and just kind of stay in the same spot, and so he gets discovered by this professor who really wants to take him under his wing and turn him into this high level genius, and but he wants him to get some help, so he sends him to a psychiatrist to kind of help him get motivated to do that. And Matt Damon plays this kid, and Robin Williams plays his psychiatrist, and the movie's basically about that interaction, and it's a story that deals with some very important themes, I think, that it's good for everyone to take some time to delve into, and it's a very deep movie as well, deep emotionally speaking, but it deals with not just the expectations you set for yourself, but the expectations you set for other people, but also the importance of it's a really big on the importance of forgiveness and letting things go and growing and learning to live your life and not just be stuck where things are comfortable, or to let trauma and things keep you from continuing on and living your life. That's kind of the big message, I guess, of the story. But it's a film that is it's very much liked and loved by people that see it. It has its emotional, heart-tugging parts, but it's also very funny at times. It's not a crazy Robin Williams role like he's really known for, but it's definitely one of his best performances ever. It's my personal favorite of his performances, because of the character that he is. Still funny at times, with really delving into that psychological human side of human emotion, and really dealing with that. So that's what makes the his performance so cool. He's a very likable, relatable character, and Matt Damon gives a very strong performance. This is very early in his career, so it's nice to see him in that kind of mode before he became Jason Bourne and everything. Play this kind of lost kid. And even Ben Affleck, who helped write the movie with Matt Damon because they were both friends, also is in this movie, and he gives a very good performance as his best friend in the film. Partially, I think that character dynamic works so well because they're friends, and they have that natural banter, and so they're more so playing versions of themselves rather than, I think, totally different characters, but they're still performances that are that translate very well across the screen, and whether you have a similar life to them or not, you can kind of relate and deal and enjoy and identify with those the performances that they give. But it's definitely, I think, one of Ben Affleck's best performances in his career as well. And a very memorable one. He has some very great lines that he delivers in the film as well. That's another beauty about the film, is that, you know, the dialogue is very memorable and stands out and has a lot of, you know, great moments that I don't want to, like, you know, get into too much here, you know, because this is a movie that I really do think, you know, everyone should see at some point. It's one that, you know, it doesn't have a lot of super crazy stuff in it. It might have, you know, a couple of some coarse language and dialogue in there from here and there, but really the heart and soul of the movie and the things that are talked about are very, very good for any person to watch at any point in their life, I think. And so yeah, it's a phenomenal film. Definitely one that, you know, I like to watch from time to time. I just watched it recently, a couple months ago, and still one of those that, you know, hits you in the heart and, you know, makes you feel, you know, feel good by the end of it, you know, with how it pans out. And it's a fantastic movie for sure. Definitely one of my favorites that I enjoy every time I watch it. So I highly recommend it. It's definitely a good uplifting film. If you need something like that right now, I think we all do. But you know, I definitely recommend it for that. So if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. I highly recommend it. Yeah, that's going to be it. Thanks for checking us out. Like and share it with anyone that you want to see Good Will Hunting, or, you know, may have expressed interest in it, or you may want to check it out yourself. Give it a like, share, and thanks for checking out the video, and I'll see you guys next week, and take it easy.